chance again, and Sunderland have scored.
Hello, hope everybody's alright. So, we're back with the match preview of our up-and-coming game on Monday night, massive game against Leeds United. But I just wanted to say something first. So, I do this channel for a hobby and a bit crack. You know, everything what I say on here is just my own personal opinion, and I didn't expect everybody, you know, to agree, which is absolutely fine. You know, I don't profess to be an expert or, you know, a football genius. I just try to give me honest opinions on the club and how I say things. Now, I love hearing everybody's views and counter arguments. It's what the channel's about. But if you can't comment without getting, you know, personal, then I would rather you just didn't comment at all and go and watch somebody else. I'm not depressed or a manic depressive. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't have any agendas against certain players. I just see it how it is. If you think I've got a boring monotone voice, then that's fine. Go and watch somebody else. You know, I spend hours putting these videos together. It's and for people to come on and comment shite like that, it just, you know, takes the enjoyment out of it. So, you know, I knew you have to be thick-skinned to do things like this, but I am usually. But it gets to the point where sometimes it just does your tits in. 99.9% of people who have put comments on the videos are absolutely spot on, and I love them. But there's always that 0.1% who can't help themselves and have to be dicks, really. So please, to that 0.1%, please go and watch somebody else. You know, you're not welcome on here. Simple as. Now, positives after that little bit of a rant. Big shout out to 2 new members who joined this week. So Yoni Corrin and Doug Morgan, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. You know, it massively helps the channel. They join Leonard Workman, Nut, Steve SM, Kevin Caden, Mel Lacey, Tim the Minion and Banks and Bell. As we have now over 8 members, you should now see your names on the home page and under the videos. You'll also see your names displayed at the end of this video. Now, Leeds on Monday night, massive game at Elland Road under the lights. Going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Can we go in there and get a result, you know, to really shake up that top 4? I really hope so. Now, majority of people won't give us a chance. You know, we know that, you know, when we're not expected to, Sunderland kind of always pull a big result out of the bag, and this would kind of be perfect timing for to do that. You know, Leeds are currently on a 14-game unbeaten run in the league. Only lost to Millwall in the FA Cup, you know, last weekend, but then went and battered Watford 4-0 during the week. They're currently 2 points clear of Sheffield United. You know, at the top of the league, they're 5 points clear of Burnley in third, with a better goal difference of 17 goals. They've not conceded a goal in the last 6 league games since they drew 3-3 at Hull in January. You know, at home, they are really formidable as well. The only team to win there in 16 games this season are Burnley, who won there 1-0 in September. So Leeds at home this season have played 16, won 13, drew 2, lost 1, scored 42, only conceded 7. They've took 41 points at Elland Road this season. So it just shows you the magnitude of the task that we've got going down there on Monday night. They have got some really good players as well, as you would expect, because, you know, they've had the parachute payments. They've kept kind of the core of the squad from last season. They've got Daniel James, who I really like. I think he's a great winger. He's got really electric pace, and he always causes teams loads of problems with whoever he plays against. He's their top rated player this season. Manor Solomon on the opposite side of the pitch, another good winger. Again, he's just under the rating of Daniel James. And then you've got Junior Firpo, the fullback, who likes to bomb forward as well. So they've really got a really attacking lineup. Now, goals, Joel Perreault has done really well this season. He's got 14 goals. I think he's the second top scorer in the league, behind Borja Sainz. Daniel James has got 10 himself from that wide right hand side. And when we're comparing that to Patty Roberts, who's got what, two goals this season, we only have 1. It just shows you the difference in levels and what you need to do to contribute to help the side. And Brendan Harrison, again, he's got 8 goals as well. Assists, Solomon got 7 from that left-hand side. Junior Firpo from full-back has got 7, and Daniel James has got 6. So, like I say, a really, really, really tough ask going there on Monday. Really attacking lineup, and we're going to have to keep it tight. We do have a massive, massive task in our hands. But from our point of view, we are unbeaten in 5 games. Granted, there was 2 poor home results against Plymouth and Watford, but the way Plymouth are playing at the minute, that doesn't really seem like a bad point now. The way they're playing. We had a good one against Luton during the week on Wednesday night. So, we go into the game on the back of a win. We've got players coming back from injury. Remain Mundle, who will be in the squad on Monday. Alan Brown's fit. Tommy Watson's back in a couple of weeks. Ahmed Abdullahi is getting fitter and scoring goals in the reserves. Got a hat-trick, during the week. And I think he'll be in the first team squad soon as well. So, if we go there and run our game, we've got a fighting chance really of getting something out of it, I think. But Regis Bris has got a few decisions to make on the team selection, I think, on Monday. Does Dan Ballard keep his place? Will Chris Rigg be fit enough? Will Mundle start? But I just think we'll go there, and I think we'll be unchanged. I really, really think he'll not want to tinker. If Chris Rigg's fit and I went off injured, we're not on Wednesday. But if he's fit enough, I think he'll start. And this will be the team. It'll be Anthony Patterson in goal. It'll be Trey Hume, Dan Ballard, Luke O'Neill, Dennis Serkin, Dan Neil, Chris Rigg, Job in the middle, with Patty Roberts, Enzo Lefebvre and Wilson Isidore up front. Now, like I said, we are going to have options now from the bench. So you have then got the option for Mundle to come off the bench to play on the left-hand side. Lefebvre could go in the middle, and Mienda could come on for Roberts with a more attacking lineup. So you have got that strength and depth now and the options to come off the bench. If Rigg isn't fit, then, do we start with Mundle on the left, Lefebvre in the middle? But I really just can't see him risking Mundle from the start. I don't even think he's played any under 21 games, so we might see him for the last 15-20 minutes, Or, if he's feeling really brave and wants to surprise Leeds, he could go like this. He could have kind of a 4-4-1-1. He could have Patterson in goal, Trey Hume, Ballard, O'Neill and Serkin. Could have Roberts, Neil, Job and Lefebvre in the middle, with Mienda playing just behind Wilson Isidore. Similar to the formation that we played against Sheffield United. Surprised them, and they couldn't handle our pace up front. But will he be brave enough to try and do that at Elland Road? We'll have to wait and see. But like I say, personally, I think it will be an unchanged lineup. Now, key to the game could be down both flanks, I think. Trey Hume against Manor Solomon, Dennis Serkin against Daniel James. Going to be massive. 2 fullbacks going to be massively on the game, but I think Roberts and Lefebvre are also going to have to play a massive part, because you've also got Junior Firpo and Jaden Bogle, the 2 fullbacks, who like to bomb forward as well. So they're going to be really, really difficult to contain them 4. On the flip side of that, we do the same again. Trey Hume and Dennis Serkin like to bomb forward and overlap Roberts and Lefebvre, and I think Lefebvre cuts inside quite a bit, which then gives Serkin the option to overlap down the left-hand side. So they're going to have to worry about us as much as we're going to have to worry about them. I do think we have to keep it tight though for the first probably 20 minutes and kind of grow into the game. Leeds always start really fast at home. They've scored in the first 10 minutes in the last 3 home games. So if we can keep it tight for the first 15-20, grow into the game, even get it to half-time, as a draw, and then come out second half and get a bit more confidence, then we've got the change to make the likes of Mundle to come off the bench to then maybe go and get the result. Score predictions, well, in our favour, we are unbeaten against them in the last 4 games. The 2-2 earlier in the season, obviously with that Meslier howler when Alan Brown scored. 0-0 draw down there last season, a 1-0 to us in 2023, and then we also drew 1-1 down there in 2018. So are we Leeds' bogey side? But I do think this will be a really, really exciting game. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. 3,000 fans heading down there to roar us on. I'm not sure if we can get the 3 points, although I'd love us to do that. But I think it'll be a draw. I'm going to go for Leeds United 1, Sunderland 1, and even the draw will be a fantastic result. Not ideal for the position that we're in, because obviously we need 3. But I think a point at Leeds will be a fantastic result. Now, other games that will will have been completed before we play on Monday. So Burnley go to Preston, Blackburn play Plymouth, Sheffield United go to Luton, and West Brom go to Millwall. Now, if Sheffield United and Burnley both win, we'll be 8 points behind second place and 5 points behind third. So I'm hoping Preston and Luton can do us a favour, and then we can close the gap on Monday. I'm not so hopeful of Luton. Watching them on Wednesday, they're a very, very poor side, and they reminded me so much of us when we went back down to League One and did back-to-back relegations. They look at a beaten side, and I'm not sure if Matty Bloomfield can go in there and get them out of it. If I'm honest, they're now bottom of the league. So, but you never know. Anything can happen in football. But let's hope Luton can pull off a big result and do us a favour. Now, submit your score predictions in the comments below. I will be taking the scores that people have submitted in the preview special that I did with Matty Foster from Imagine Not Being Leeds. If you haven't seen it, the link's on the screen now. I did a show with him, did a preview show for about half an hour where me and him just spoke about, got the lowdown on Leeds and how they're playing and how they're feeling about playing us. So I will be taking them comments from there. The shirt competition looks like this. After the Luton game, 11 of you got the correct score right, so well done. So Dave Common, Chris Carter-Jackson, Colin Horton, David Kay, Gary Hoyle, Jeff Woods, Kevin Caden, Kevin Cowell, Peter Smith, Ray Knight and Steve SM all got 5 points each. A further 16 of you got the correct result, so 2 points each for Alex Dixon, Brian Greener, Charlie McKeever, David Edwards, David Maynell, David Newell, D Hall, Elizabeth Hare, John Ruddock, John T, Kenneth Allen, Mark Aki, Mel Lacey, Stuart Mack, the Man of the World and Tim the Minion. That then leaves the overall scoreboard looking like this. So John Ruddock still out on front, 49 points. Peter Smith is in second on 47. Mel Lacey is third with 44. Kenneth Allen is fourth with 43. Ray Knight and Tim the Minion fifth on 41. Chris Carter-Jackson in sixth on 40. Alex Dixon in seventh with 36. John T and Stuart Mack are in eighth on 35 points. Brian Greener, D Hall, Gary Hoyle are in ninth with 34. And Banks and Bell, Dave Common and David Edwards are in 10th place on 33 points. So, like I say, get your comments in the get your score predictions in the comments below, and get yourself a chance to get on that leaderboard. Now, if you don't mind, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 4,000 before the end of the season. We're currently on 3,624. So I only need 376 of you to hit that little black button underneath here. If you're new or a returning viewer and you're liking what you're watching, hit that little button now, and we'll see if we can get to 4,000 subs before the end of the year. Like I said, 3,000 Sunderland fans heading down there on Monday. Have a safe trip, have a fantastic time. Hope it's a great game, and bring them 3 points back with you. I will put an away day guide in the description below as well, so anybody who's gone down there can have a look at that and see where the pubs and parking are. But in the meantime, watch out for the match review coming out. It'll probably be on Tuesday morning, depending on how we're feeling after the match on Monday. Until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. See you later.